Independent candidate for Tobago West, Ricardo Philip, speaking on the Tobago Updates Morning show this morning, shared his perspective on the political landscape. He placed emphasis on the fact that his goal is to represent the entirety of the island of Tobago on all issues of national importance. Reporter Joeshel Dann has the story.
In his interview on the Tobago Updates Morning show, political leader of the Class Action Reform Movement Party, Ricardo Philip, stated that the members of Parliament for Tobago East and Tobago West are not only responsible for advocating on issues affecting the island, but also for ensuring that Tobago has a voice in national matters.
So when you have a representative from Tobago East and West going to Trinidad, it's not to necessarily just represent Tobago East or West, but to represent Tobago as part of the nation, and to ensure that Tobago is adequately funded as the THA and all the local arms of the government to carry out its function effectively and be accountable to the people. So that
he said impactful developments to Trinidad and Tobago can only be achieved through a collective effort.
There was never a call to support me in any election campaign, vote for me. But let us build this nation in the right way. Let us transform this country. I can't do it alone. I alone can start it, but I alone can't do it. Let us transform this country, and it takes all of us to do that.
He said representing the Tobago East and West constituencies is not solely about addressing the concerns of those specific areas, but about advocating for the overall needs of Tobago as a whole.
From an election and a parliamentary perspective or point of view, you have Tobago East and West. But when you're talking about Tobago, you have to deal with Tobago as a whole. Because, as I said, if I'm elected, I can't go and just speak about Tobago West issues. If you're creating employment opportunity, you have to create an employment opportunity for Tobago in its entirety.
He also stated that the financial resources allocated to Tobago are insufficient. However, he noted that in such cases, greater emphasis should be placed on the role and development of the private sector.
When the resources pool together, they say we're giving the Tobago House of Assembly $4 billion, or you want to negotiate for more, let's negotiate for more, the case may be. That is what you have to work with. The other option for economic development in Tobago is that when you get this money from the central government, because I don't think that reliance on that money there is adequate to help develop Tobago. You have to now help develop your private sector. That's what you're going to emphasize.
Joeshel Dann, Tobago Updates Television News.